Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I am here. Welcome, welcome. We're about to have some fun, and let's see what we can do. Alright, so I'm gonna have to go here for Wrecker, obviously, and then we're just gonna save some points here for the rest. It's Go Echo, Go Echo,
all right.
Go Echo channel. Go Echo. You don't know that? Unlike games like Counter-Strike, Valorant, you say Go Echo first round. Yeah, on first round you buy only one item or don't buy items at all. It's an Echo round.
3, 2, 1.
So then you know what to buy on the second round.
Time. Like it's nothing.
He's playing with the bug skin, man. The Zen. You know how he's always doing the sound of like the smolder or billow or whatever, even when he's not in it. Yeah, but that's only the recolor that has that. Totally unnecessary. I was already dead, Zen.
My thanks.
I'm getting rusty.
Thanks for the tune.
Oh, dude. Counter, such a fair ability. I love it so much.
Time to light more fuses.
Swing a sword. Anything that comes up in your way, boo! Send it back. And not even send it back, like, do more damage. One pistol shot can just mean 700 damage to your face.
Killing spree. 15 seconds remaining. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Macarena. Ah! Aí, ó, mano, porquê é que não estás a ir? Porquê é que não estás a ir Lethality em Kill to Heal, mano? Tu tens noção? Tu tens noção o que é? São os itens melhores do jogo, mano. Nem estou a brincar. Fame Wrecker, primeiro item. Jesus, há de fazer um dano naqueles escudos. Ah, é por causa do Torvald, ok, peço desculpa. Genocide? Oh, não. Não? Não é Genocide? Ok, não é Genocide. No. No matter. No matter.
I'm getting rusty.
I'm just gonna go with resilience so I don't get booped around.
Light more fuses.
Seconds remaining. Killing spree. Last one standing. 15 seconds remaining.
Okay, full resilience. Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Overtime! They got two.
Oh wait, we got a Genos and a Ying. I didn't notice that.
I should buy something with these credits.
As long as they're working, I'm good. Genos is healing, Ying is doing damage. See, folks, it doesn't have to be the exact same comp every single time. It can actually vary a little bit, as long as you can do your goddamn job. That's the problem with a lot of people in this community.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds.
This is backfiring.
Very well. The time is now.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why am I so slow? What the hell happened?
Thanks for the kill.
Enemies behind us. Retreat! I'm on a snap.
Overtime! Enemy killing spree.
Combat mechanics are another.
Enemy killing spree.
I hate combat mechanics.
Enemy killing spree. They got two of us. Enemy rampage.
I persist.
I've got a friend.
Kinda like more fuses. Explosive teleportation.
Bond grows stronger.
Enemy rampage.
The spirits
I feel strength.
That's two in a row. Seconds remaining.
We are strong
Enemy
together.
rampage. 15 seconds remaining. 10, 9,
While on the same team as two scores that do 100 forget.
6, 5, 4,
Huh?
3, 2, 1.
I've got a friend.
Why are we all using our ults, dude?
They got two of us. Just a triple. No pressure.
If they have to cap, then we let cap. We don't use our ults in a 3v2 situation. Because then they're gonna cap, they're gonna have a 3v3 with us not having any ults whatsoever.
I have credits I should spend.
Capture point spawning in 15 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one.
You are insignificant.
I would have lived if that counter didn't hit me, but somebody thought, you know, let's shoot it.
Time to light more fuses.
This is why you don't use our ults in a 3v2 situation, because now we needed them and they capped. We had like 2 ults. Whenever they have the time to fix Zen, I would be very much appreciated. Wrong with Zen is countered not actually counter one shot, but in reality countering a lot more than that.
Enemy killing spree.
And we lost the game.
And we
Look at that.
lost. That's GG.
We were winning 3-0, ladies and gentlemen, 3-0. And combat mechanics allowed them to cap the point for 2 times in a row and still push. Combat mechanics. Imagine. Maybe it was me, I just needed to do a little bit more, you know? Alright, if you're watching all the way to this part, the gameplay has already ended, and now I'm gonna actually go a little bit through what happened here. I think, in my honest opinion, one of the things that made us lose this game was not just the enemies starting to do good. You know, they were always doing good from start to end. Unfortunately, on the first round, we were a bit more close together and playing a bit better. Unfortunately, at this situation here, which is the 3v2 situation, where they were on overtime and they managed to... I don't think they actually pushed. We defended successfully, right? In reality, there's a bunch of different points that we need to take a look into. First of all, I would actually prefer to go to a 3v3 than a 3v2. And why? You're probably thinking, but you know, if they cap, they win. Yes, but on a 3v2 situation, they got combat mechanics helping them. In a 3v3 situation, they do not, right? Plus, they used a bunch of their ults here on this situation. I would have to go back and play everything. You guys probably saw the gameplay, you'll know. I did use my ultimate here at around here when there was like 40 seconds left still. Yeah, it was around here. So this is the situation here. I used my ult at a total of 50 seconds till the end of the round. Now, this one was justified for a very simple reason, which is here, my team overextended, right? They went all the way to the front. We see Shenno over there, that's Azan. We see Ying and Genos and then Fernando over there. Now, Fernando and Azan, both tanks, are all the way to the front and they are in a very bad position. We are already at 13.47 minutes in the game, which means that Cauterize is hitting hard, max probably even. And these guys have no chance of survival. They're about to die because, as you can see on top, there's no squares for the enemy team. I'm using the other team UI, which means that they're all gonna just rain down on these guys, right? So I'm gonna play this out here, but I'm gonna put it at like maybe at a 75 speed. So here we're seeing Fernando died. Shen is trying to come back. He doesn't have much chance, but he's obviously going to die there. I see them all stacked together, so I ult there, and I get a 2 kill on the 2 tanks. That was a perfect ult. Actually fantastic. But we had 50 seconds on the clock. That was my point. There was a reason to why I did it. I have 50 seconds left. I can build my ult super fast, right? I do a ton of damage. So dredge building ult is super easy and fast. Like, it's a lot easier for me to build my ult than, for example, a Ying, right? I do the same damage from far away than I do from close range. If I throw a bomb and it hits directly, whether the guy's on the other side of the map or is right in front of me, I'm gonna get the same ult charge. Now, Ying can only do successful good damage at close range, or Ying was a damage Ying, if you didn't notice that. And here, obviously, I start to slow down. Let me just put the audio here so I can see what's going on. Both are Azan and Fernando. Fernando is joining in. I hear the Drogo's to our right side, so I'm going to try to poke him a little bit, but I failed a couple of shots there, unfortunately, because, you know, I'm not Mutu. I hear the Zen going to the left side. Which, also, since I'm talking about this, if you didn't notice throughout the game, I did mention this in the middle of the game, the Nova Ray skin, or whatever it is for Zen, is actually bugged. If I was you, I would never use that skin. The normal one is okay. The recolor, for some reason, has a problem. That even if you do not use the Billow, I think you have to use it once or something. Billow, Smolder, whatever. I always get confused on the names. The sound will persist even when you're not in the ability anymore. So I could actually tell where the guy was coming from. So you can have an idea. So, okay, sorry about the dog. So here I'm obviously poking some damage. Notice that every time I have to fight the shield, I switch to my main fire instead of my harpoons. Thank you. Because the main fire applies a wrecker, the harpoons does not. So I had wrecker, I think 3 out of this point. So my point was I need to shut down Barrack's shield. Okay, maybe occasionally I'll be going left click, right click. Right click because I put my harpoons on the right click. It's a lot easier. But occasionally I'm going to be switching between these two because I want to apply Cauterize and Wrecker to the Torval targets. And then pierce people with the harpoons, do some massive damage, etc. So here I hear the Zen. This is why I'm pre-firing here already. I can hear it's a smolder sound. And I know that for the stream, nobody can hear this because I have it off, but that's completely fine. It's just, I'm just narrating and explaining what's going on. Zen goes back, I died. And I think around here, everybody starts using their ultimates. Oh yeah, this is the part that I get the record 3. We're actually holding it super well here. We still have a lot to go when we have our entire team full. But unfortunately, or Fernando is dead, or Ying Damage is dead. So my team starts to panic and starts to use ults. Shenra's here holding it. Alright, sorry about that. I was just getting stuff for lunch. And Well, here I was in a very bad position. I was like, I need to put my portal down. I need to put my portal down, and I messed up. And I think it's around here that everybody starts using their ultimates here. And I even comment during the gameplay that we're on a 3v2 on an overtime. Why is everybody using their ults on this situation? Like, don't do that. Use your ults at the start of the next round. Okay, Fernando here uses his ult. Completely unnecessary. He only saved himself, essentially. I think it's the Janos that uses his ult next. Yeah, Janos was using his ult there. And Ying didn't use her ult because she didn't even have it. She was at 80%, I remember. Here in the end, I actually think twice whether I should use my ult or not. But in reality, I'm like, no, whatever. I'm not going to use my ult. If they cap, they cap. We go to 3v3, and we just have to fight a normal match without any combat mechanics. That was my idea. That's the point. So, a while ago, if you guys remember, Vex, a pro player support main, he actually mentioned this a long time ago. And I've been talking about this over years now. 3v2s should never have combat mechanics. Should never have combat mechanics. Why? So, when you're losing for 2 points, 3v1 situation, they get ticks of 4, 4, 3. And for some goddamn reason, up all these years, somehow still, I do not understand why the ticks are faster with combat mechanics. And I keep complaining about that when they're like at 85 or 84% or some crap. And all of a sudden, I'm literally about to touch the point and boom, 100%. From 80-something% to 100%. Super, super fast. You'll see the ticks are even faster in the end. But essentially, that's another issue. But on the combat mechanics of losing by 1 point, 3v2 situation, it still does something. 4, 3, 3. And I still say, and I'll continue to say this, when there is combat mechanics, the ticks do tick faster. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and nobody can convince me otherwise. And what is the problem here? In this situation, all they need to do is cap 3v3 and then deliver. Boom, they won. That's it. They got the last round was easy for them because they had helped capping and then they just had to push. Use everything and just push it. That's it. Boom. The faster you are, the better. So both Vex, me, and a bunch of other people already talked about this. This isn't fair for anything. Okay, I'm sorry that maybe games sometimes have to have some help for newbies or people who are having a bad time, like, oh, your team is losing. But in this situation, it should never happen. Because my team worked their asses off to get to almost that win. We were this close to a goddamn win. And all of a sudden, combat mechanics allows them to cap super fast on the second round. In fact, I can actually pull this back here. Let's see how fast it was when we were on the 3v1 situation. So here's the part where we actually failed to push on the... We should have won the game right there. And unfortunately, we didn't. So here we go. Now they're going to have combat mechanics. And I want you to pay attention to only that section up there. Only the ticks, okay? Don't pay attention to anything else. Just pay attention to the ticks. Okay, so I think Barrick went straight to point here. Yeah, like 3, 7, 11. And... Or Fernando touched it for a second there, so it slowed it down real fast. Unfortunately, I was slowed down here for a second. I don't know what slowed me down. I don't think it was the Torvald. I don't know. And I got caught off surprise there. Now, 19, 23, 27. You saw that tick real fast? Let's go back here, just to what I'm saying. 15. And then it starts taking 19, 23, 37. You see that? 30, 31, 35, 39. When they're capping, sometimes 42, 46. You see that fast tick? 50%, 54, 58, 62, 66, 70, 74, 78. You see that fast tick that happens every once in a while? That is a massive issue. How many games have we lost because of situations like this? Combat mechanics should only be increasing the amount of points you get per tick, not the speed of the ticks. It shouldn't give you 2 ticks in one go. Why is it doing that? It's always been like that for years, and I've always complained about that. Combat mechanics are already bad by themselves, and then imagine just the speed of the cap just does this every once in a while. Like, hey, here, two ticks at one go, boom. Why? They're already capping for 1 more %. And 2 ticks out of 3, like why? But essentially what I'm trying to say here, this is me talking about the issue that to me represents a little bit of the combat mechanics and why combat mechanics. I don't even think combat mechanics should exist. I'm just gonna be honest. To me, it was always just something that was created for tournaments to last a bit longer and feel a bit better. But if one team is dominating, I think that they should be all in to cap, and that's it. I mean, they even removed cauterize as an item before the team who was winning could actually get that cauterize faster and get a huge advantage, because we would have cauterize versus the team who was losing, right? Because the team who's losing is going to have combat mechanics. The team who's winning would have extra credits from capping and get those extra cauterizes faster. Like, some people could actually get cauterized to max in first round, right? And means the second round they would have a very strong fighting chance. Now they don't even have that, because cauterize is passive for everybody. Everybody gets it. It doesn't matter if you're losing, doing super bad feeding or whatever. You're all gonna have the exact same amount of cauterize as everybody else. One of the strongest thing in this game, and everybody just has it passively. So even that is now changed, which means combat mechanic is even worse now, because you just need combat mechanic to win. That's it. If you want to have a fighting chance, let the first round, let the enemy just cap it 2-0. Try the next round. Like, just harvest your ults in the first round, and on the second round when you're losing to 0-2, just go for it. Just go full force. Do you see what I'm talking about? But if you're ever faced with the situation that I'm talking about, of the 3v2 situation, don't use your ults. Get your ults and fight without using your ults, okay? Maybe you can use one ult that can maybe be good enough, like a Fernando ult, to just save everybody, and maybe you have morale and you can get a fast ult in the next round. But in reality, it's a much better chances for you on the last round to go on a 3v3 situation and having all ults than going on a 3v2 situation with no ults whatsoever. They get combat mechanics, cap the point, they demolish you, snowballing all the way to the end, and they win. It's way better to just let them cap, okay? Don't ever try to be on a 3v2 situation. You're not going to enjoy it. I've lost so many games because of that, when I was literally doing so well. The stats don't lie. Our team was doing all right compared to the enemy team. We lost here, right? And we go here to the final stats. Or I could just be smart and open the stats here. As you can see here, we had some good stats. Unfortunately, the enemy team had a better 2 damages. We had 2 damages, which it was me and Ying. And Ying, unfortunately, didn't actually, follow through with what she should have had done. The Drogos, for example, was doing super good. Zen was doing super good. I was a bit, it was a bit uneven. Or Ying, unfortunately, was a bit, not doing so much damage. She was doing some heals, so it was a hybrid. It's okay. She was assisting as well, which is fine. But to be fair, at this point, Jenna's solo healer would have been better, and she could have just gone with something that could do way more damage faster. A lot more pressure to Zen, especially because Zen's hate AoE damage. All right, but there you go. That's pretty much it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Let me know down in the comments below what you think, and I'm out. Bye-bye.